Now, yeah, the audio is working now.
Okay, so a quick recap. I know we've been having a little bit of audio issues. Darren with the herb cooker. Today we're making snack mix. We're using 4 grams of Romulan hash. It's in the herb cooker. We're going to recap about the herb cooker and why we have to use the herb cooker again in just a moment. One thing we did while we had the hash infusion process going is that we've created a time-lapse video. Do you have that video that you can show people?
Yeah.
Okay. So he's going to go ahead and hit play, and I'm just going to tell you really quick what we do. We've added our 4 cups of water into, there we go, here's our video. We've added our 4 cups in, we've added our hash, and then we're simply adding our vegetable glycerin. If you notice in the video, the vegetable glycerin is not covering the complete hash mixture inside. But if you notice, it's going to start to change. It's starting to change color. It's turning into a nice amber color as the THC, the trichome glands, all they're doing is exploding, which means they're activating. And this is what your hash infusion process or your keef process is going to look like at home. It's really that fast. All it's doing is the glycerin is allowing, it's a vessel, allowing the trichomes to activate and explode. So now you know exactly what it looks like when it starts and how it looks as we end. So we were talking about the herb cooker and why you can't just use a pot at home. Most pots that you're using at home do not retain the necessary heat or heat up enough. So we use a machine spun aluminum bowl. Apologize about the audio earlier. This gets extremely hot. So whenever you're using this bowl, your base aluminum bowl, always ensure if you're going to pick it up that you use a glove. Okay. Next thing we wanted to do is this always takes 4 cups of water. It always goes on medium-high heat. Is that we want to retain as much of that heat inside the bowl, so we're using a stainless steel insert. Nice thing, cool touch handles. You can typically pick this up. This comes down inside here, and all you're doing with the herb cooker is retaining as much of the heat inside as we can. At the same time, we're using a stoneware infusion bowl. These are all handcrafted right here in Vallejo, California. Every single one of these is a unique look to it. This gets extremely hot. What we're trying to do is activate the THC, the trichomes, without burning them, and this allows us to do that. We've tried hundreds of double boilers getting this to work, and none of them would heat up high enough for us to activate the THC. Hence, the aluminum bowl, the insert to retain as much of the heat inside the bowl as possible, and then of course our stoneware infusion bowl. Care is extremely easy. Your aluminum bowl washes up just fine. It's also dishwasher safe. Same thing with the insert, and same thing with your infusion bowl. We're just going to take a moment and let's see how we're doing on our hash infusion process for the for our snack mix today. Snack mix is a wonderful thing. It tastes fantastic. It takes you back to your childhood just a little tiny bit. But believe me, with 4 grams of Romulan, it's going to be a potent snack mix today. Great for relaxing, doing absolutely nothing, watching a movie, enjoying some snack mix. Be a little careful. Don't overconsume. If you ever overconsume, it's okay. Just relax. Remember to drink plenty of fluids. If you're extremely medicated, find a relaxed, chill, quiet room, and hey, listen to some good music, have a nice time, and relax. So we're going to check our infusion process real quick. And I'm just going to pull this over. Nice thing is with the cool touch handles. How much time has this been, Benji?
You got 4 minutes left.
We got 4 minutes. This is what it looks like after 10. Simply amazing. So we're just about completely activated. So when I make snack mix, when I get to my last few minutes, I'm going to take my 6 ounces of butter and I'm just going to simply drop it right into my stoneware infusion bowl. Let that melt right up. Just to recap what you need for today, you want 3 cups of corn checks, 3 cups of rice checks, 3 cups of wheat checks, bagel chips, 1 cup. We like to use bite-sized pretzels, 1 cup. 1 cup of bagel chips, Melba toast. It's completely your choice. We're using 6 tablespoons of butter, 2 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce, 1.5 tablespoons of garlic salt, 3/4 of a teaspoon of garlic powder, and 1/2 teaspoon of onion powder. What I like to do while this is melting up and completing is I like to add all my ingredients right to my stoneware infusion bowl. So now we're going to add in the Worcestershire sauce. We're going to add in our garlic powder, onion powder, and garlic salt. Okay? So, makes it very easy. We're going to go ahead and take this, bring this right over here. And we're going to mix up our butter and our hash all at the same time, okay? Sometimes this needs to go back on the heat for just a moment to allow the butter to completely melting, but it's nice to start to get this mixed up. And we're just gonna add this right back onto the heat for just a moment and allow the butter to completely melt. So, your choice when you make snack mix. I like to use a deep roasting pan. It just seems to be a lot easier. Set your oven at 225 degrees. It's nice to use an oven thermometer. My oven runs a little cool, so I have my oven set at 240 degrees. If you don't have a roasting pan, you can simply use a baking sheet. So, don't stress. Either way, you're going to end up with some delicious snack mix here. Okay, so we're going to take our roasting pan and we have our cereal. Wheat checks, something that we've discovered is very difficult to find right now. We went to 7 different supermarkets, unable to find wheat checks, so we just add a little bit of rice, extra rice and corn. Pour those right into here. Now, I like to break up my pretzels. I don't like huge pretzels inside, so we've broken those up. And we're going to add those right in as well. Oh my God, this is so good. I'm so excited. I really, really wish that everybody that didn't have an herb cooker could come over and visit with us so you could find out how good it tastes. And for you at home that are making your snack mix today, hey, let us know how it turned out. We really liked hearing the feedback about how wonderful the banana bread was for everybody. And thank you for the props on the guacamole, by the way. You know who you are. Yes, I know you ate a little bit too much. I'm really glad you enjoyed yourself with it. And I'm just going to go back and check my butter real fast here. And so we're just going to turn the heat back on for just a moment. And let that butter completely melt up. Okay, I can bring this over for you, Dakota. As you can see, just about done. Okay, we got just a couple minutes left on the clock, so we'll do that. Next week we have a special guest, Karina. She is a dispensary owner, female-run dispensary. We love that. She is going to be talking to us about the challenges that she's faced and the success that she is now beginning to see as she gets into the industry and is able to help so many people. So we're really excited about that. I'm going to go ahead and add in my nuts. And we use bagel chips. I like to break up the bagel chips into little pieces. A little bit easier. Good job on that, by the way. Thank you very much. Okay, so let's just give everything a quick stir and come back and see how we're doing with our melted butter. And it is just about done. We're just about to have snack mix into the oven. Okay. Anybody have a question? Feel free to ask questions. If you have a recipe you'd like to see us infuse, hey, let us know. If you have a comment, we love hearing your comments. Everybody's been so good about asking questions, telling us how we're doing. We're going to put this in the oven, and you want to ensure that you use the bottom of the oven rack, okay? So ask us a question. We don't care. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, here we are. If you have a recipe you'd like to see us infuse, don't forget to do that. And our butter is just about done, and I am excited. This is going to be amazing. The best part is it doesn't take a long time. We didn't have to spend hours making can of butter in advance. We're not using anything that's gross. We're not using anything that's green. And the nice thing is, all I smell is a little bit of garlic right now. I don't smell any cannabis whatsoever. Okay? So, here we go. That Worcestershire sauce really gives this a nice smell. We're not burning anything in here. We're just completely melting the butter real fast. We have all our herbs mixed up. It really makes for a nicer snack mix, is what this does. Okay? So, here we go. And what we're going to do is we're going to add this right to our mixture. Remember, your stoneware infusion bowl is hot, so be very careful. Okay? And we're going to come in here, and all we're going to do is dump this lovely goodness right inside. Okay? Nothing green, if anybody notices. We're not adding any green butter. We know exactly how strong the Romulan was, testing at 18% THC. Makes for a much easier calculation than a guess. So now, all we're going to do is just mix this all up. Just wet all the dry ingredients. Okay? See how easy this is to do. Just moisten it. Okay. See how all the nice little herbs in our hash infusion process is on the bottom. So once we stick this in the oven, we're just going to go and stir this 4 times every 15 minutes. So here's our snack mix. And we're going to go ahead and get this in the oven for round 1. Oh. I don't smell any cannabis, but we know we have 4 grams in here, which is wonderful. So, bottom rack. Benji, you got 15 minutes for me? Okay. So, a few things we talked to everybody about as the our first 15 minutes goes with the herb cooker and the snack mix inside. Good news, if you haven't received your herb cooker yet, it's in the mail now. Every single herb cooker that's been ordered is out. We have more herb cookers. We have more herb cookers coming in. The craziest thing about this whole startup with the herb cooker is merchant accounts. We have had a heck of a time. So at the moment, we're doing something creative. We have set up a GoFundMe page. The GoFundMe page, you can find it on our Facebook page, facebook.com/theherbcooker. You can make your payment right there, and we'll ship the herb cooker right out from there. If you want to invest in us, talk to us. If you would like to throw some money at a startup, hey, we're more than happy to accept it. But what we're trying to do is take payments so we can get you guys the herb cooker. So facebook.com/the herb cooker. I promise we'll get the GoFundMe payment page up on our website immediately, so that you don't have to go to take the extra step of going to our Facebook page. A portion of all our proceeds goes to help fund the center. It's in San Diego. They do an incredible job of helping LGBT youth that have fostered out of the foster care system. So remember, every time you get an herb cooker, a portion of our proceeds will go to help them. The insert, good question. Thank you very much for asking. Just to recap on the insert, what we needed to do when we developed this is we needed to retain as much heat inside the bowl as possible around the infusion process without burning the hash or the keef that's inside the stoneware infusion bowl, because we can't burn it, otherwise it tastes terrible and is not activated properly. So we needed to trap the heat inside. So thank you for asking. So that's what we did with the stainless steel. We're allowing just enough steam to escape. Always be careful as you reach over your herb cooker. But this retains as much heat around our stoneware infusion bowl as possible. What this does is it activates fast. Ceramic cooktops just take a little bit longer, but typically in 14 minutes or less, your hash infusion process is activated. Are we going to the cannabis cup on the 4th and 5th? I know we're going to be there, at least in person. Whether we have a booth there, I don't know. But yes, we will be there, and we will be passing out stickers and trying to tell as many people about the herb cooker as possible. So thank you. We hope you guys are also making snack mix at home along with us. All we've done with the herb cooker is taken the hassle out of trying to make edibles. We're not having to put our cannabis or our weed into the oven first to activate it. We're not taking a bunch of butter and our our cannabis and throwing it into a crock pot or throwing it into one of these machines that you can buy online. If you notice, with your herb cooker, there's absolutely nothing to plug in. Okay, it doesn't matter as long as you have a cooktop available. Then you can use the herb cooker. There are thousands of things that you can make that don't require the oven part. So you can make cereal bars, you can make dressing, you can make ice cream, you can make so many things. Has a very wide variety of items that you can make. Sorry about that. As you guys know, we're a startup. We're getting used to being on and talking to everybody. We're looking forward to having Karina as our guest next week. We just want everybody to know that, hey, even if you won't benefit from the herb cooker, we know that you know someone who does. The feedback that we've been getting from everybody, we cannot thank you enough. The positive feedback on how well the herb cooker is working for people, that's awesome. Okay? We've heard from people that are telling us that they're sleeping better at night. And that's what we're all about here. The fact that you can do this in 14 minutes, that you're not making butter that takes hours, that you still have to strain afterwards. We've taken all the guesswork out of making edibles. It's just a modern way to infuse your food. It's a healthier way. It's an easier way. And remember, taste matters. And people ask all the time, why do we say taste matters? Because it does. Because I'm going to tell you, when we eat our snack mix at the end of the show, I want it to taste like snack mix. I don't want it to taste like something unrecognizable. If you guys missed it, thank you very much, KMAC. We have a brand new radio ad, and I thought we'd go ahead and play that for you guys right now while our snack mix is cooking.
If you're looking for a new way to consume cannabis, tired of going from store to store trying to find edibles that you even like? Quit wasting your time. Get the Herb Cooker. The Herb Cooker is a great way to make your own tasty edibles. It's easy to use and nothing to plug in. The Herb Cooker activates your THC using hash or kief in 20 minutes or less. With the Herb Cooker, make your own edibles at home like a pro. Order your amazing Herb Cooker now. Go to theherbcooker.com, where taste matters.
I just love it every time I hear it. Thank you very much, K-Mac, for producing the radio ad. It just really gives you a quick idea of how amazing the Herb Cooker really is. It allows you to control your consumption, okay? Whether you are a senior and you just need a few milligrams of THC to stop that aching elbow, to help with fibromyalgia, to allow you to sleep at night, if you're on certain dietary restrictions, if you're a vegan, or if you're gluten intolerant, or you can't consume sugar, poison, right? Then the Herb Cooker allows you to infuse any foods without altering the recipe. One of the biggest things is never alter a recipe. You can consume edibles anywhere. We hear from people all the time that tell us Grandma's got her special cookies, and we know exactly what that means. Keep in mind, our edibles are all natural, so they taste like what they're supposed to. So keep them out of the reach of children and pets, always. Because I'm going to tell you, they are not going to know that this has cannabis inside. I was just told that somebody made our strawberry jam the other day. No? Oh, Miss Strawberry Shortcake last night. Oh, awesome. I can't read. And it came out really nice. Woohoo! Come on, guys. This is awesome. Yeah. People are using the Herb Cooker, and it's working for them. That's what we want to do. That's what we're all about. We're here to make life as easy as possible. One of the most difficult things about a startup, especially with the Herb Cooker that we have, is that most people don't know they need it, okay? Most people haven't thought about making edibles, or they thought about making edibles, but they knew how bad the edibles taste, right? Or that their whole house stinks up. One of the biggest things that I hear from people is, do you like edibles? Well, yeah, but I never know how strong they are, so I stay away from them, okay? Well, let's avoid that. Let's know exactly how strong what we're making. Let's not have to take cheesecloth or some mesh glove that we're given to try to squeeze all the butter out of and keep retaining the plant matter to the side. Let's not have to do any of those things. Let's activate our hash or keef in 20 minutes or less. Will we be working with CBD? There's a good possibility in the future we'll be working with CBD. CBD is hard to find in trim form, okay, to make hash. If any of our viewers out there have some CBD trim that they are willing to part with, then yes, we would love to have an entire episode about using the Herb Cooker and CBD, okay? Remember, when you're out there in different dispensaries, ask questions. Do a little research. Ask us if you have a question about strains and what strains might help you the most. There are plenty of websites. Leafly is a perfect one. You can type in medical conditions. They're really good about telling you what strains work better for certain conditions. So once you know what they're for, it's a lot easier. One thing that I like to do is I like to mix strains, okay? So, for example, I will use a little bit of Blue Dream and OG Kush at the same time, and it seems to keep me motivated, it seems to keep me focused, but it also takes some of that extra pressure off. Benji, how are we doing on time for turning or mixing our...
4 minutes.
4 minutes? Okay. So, we're just about ready to take this out and stir it for the first time. I have to tell everybody, I cannot smell any cannabis whatsoever. Another beautiful part of the Herb Cooker is that it smells like snack mix. Okay, You can store the snack mix in a Ziploc plastic bag, gallon size is nice. You can store your infusion process in the refrigerator once it's made. It'll last up to 180 days. I like to just put it into a bowl like this and write what I have on it, okay? This is what our 4 grams of infusion looked like that was pre-made, okay? If you notice, I don't know, it's kind of hard to see in here, but it's a nice dark, robust amber color, fully activated. You can see the oils in here from all the hash glands, which is what you'll discover watching our little 30-second time-lapse video, or when you're making your own infusion process at home using your herb cooker. Remember, it doesn't matter what type of stovetop, gas, electric, ceramic, single burner, use it. There's no odor. If you don't have an oven, there's plenty of items that you can make. If you need a recipe suggestion, we'd be more than happy to help you with that as well. If you guys are out there and you have questions, we love questions. We love feedback. I'm going to go ahead and take this out, and let's give this a quick stir and see how we're doing with our snack mix. I'm so excited. We're thinking Netflix and snack mix tonight. I don't know if anybody's seen the new Lost in Space.
Hell yeah.
Oh my God, it's really good. I enjoyed it. The children are better actors than the adults. Maybe we need to get a couple of those kids in here to help us make snack mix. So, taking this out, and we're just going to give this a quick stir. Okay. The nice thing is, there is absolutely no odor. We're just making sure that this is all mixed up so that every single bite will be infused with Benji's favorite Romulan. Okay, Romulan, it's a nice indica. It's great for muscle spasms. It's really nice for sitting back and just relaxing on the sofa at home. Okay, if you're going to be enjoying your snack mix with Romulan, I don't think you're going to be out mowing the lawn. Don't drive. Just relax. Have a good afternoon enjoying your snack mix. Okay? So, we're going to go ahead and put this back in the oven for 15 more minutes. Benji, you got time for a minute, everybody? Oh, sorry. So, got our snack mix in the oven there. Smells good. Doing our pre-launch and working out all the bugs and having all the feedback that everybody's been kind enough to give us, it's been great. It's been a lot of fun because, trust me, I didn't even like my picture taken. And here I am because it's so important to tell everybody at home that I promise we can make you feel the way you want to feel. We're not doctors. We're not trying to diagnose. We're not trying to treat conditions. All we're trying to help you do is live and manage your conditions. Okay? So it really doesn't matter what it is. We know a lot of people are going through a lot. And one thing that we hear from everybody is stress. Oh my God, Darren, I am so stressed. I hear it every day. And the nice thing is we can take that edge off. We can show you at home how to take that edge off. Whether it's making strawberry jam or it's actually making the bread and infusing the bread and baking bread at home, it doesn't matter what it is, you can infuse and medicate the way you want to. Keep it out of the reach of children and pets, whatever you do. Enjoy yourself. If you have fun and you like to cook and you have access to different strains, hey, get out there and explore a little bit. Like I was saying, Blue Dream and OG Kush is a nice one. Another thing is Girl Scout cookies and White Widow. I'm going to tell you, if you want to forget about anything, it's the best thing in life. So play with the strains. Have a little bit of fun with them. Remember, there's no odor in the house. You don't have to worry about that. Just mark the stuff. Keep it separate. keep it out of the reach of other people. Never play tricks on people. The snack mix is a perfect example. You know it's medicated. I know it's medicated. Ensure that whoever is eating the snack mix also knows that it's medicated. There are just a little hint of terpenes from the Romulan in the snack mix, but really it's not enough to tell you that you're eating a medicated item or an infused item. So we really urge you guys to be careful. Clean up with the herb cooker is a snap. You can throw everything right in the dishwasher. Everything's dishwasher safe. You can also hand wash everything. Don't worry about it. But the point is, it's not difficult. There's nothing to plug in. There's no odor. I am looking forward to next week talking to just an incredible role model who has started from the ground up and is helping so many different patients. You guys will love her. Karina. Pardon me?
Started from the bottom, now we here.
Yeah, she started from the bottom, and now she's here.
For all the Drake fans.
Yeah, for all you Drake fans out there, thank you for that. Okay, Mom, I don't know. I know you don't know who Drake is. It's okay. Don't worry about it. I love you. You know, we tell people all the time though, have fun with the herb cooker, right? We're here to enjoy ourselves, to get used to teaching you, to showing you about the herb cooker, the different items that you can infuse. One of the most difficult things for us is we're used to using the herb cooker now, right? We use it every day. We love using it, but we're so used to it that sometimes I feel like we don't describe it in the terms for people that don't know about the herb cooker. The primary function of the herb cooker is to activate your THC. Okay, THC, in order to work perfectly, has to be activated. Yes, we hear from people. Yes, they throw their hash or they throw their cannabis right into the food that they're making. I don't want to do that. Okay. We have our video that shows, it's a time-lapse video, shows you exactly what you're doing. Remember, when you add the vegetable glycerin, it never completely covers your botanicals, your hash or your keef. Don't worry about it. As the glycerin heats and expands and the trichomes start to explode and activate, it creates enough oil base in there that you're going to notice it just changes that dry material into just a beautiful amber golden goop, completely activated. Remember, you can stick it in the refrigerator for up to 6 months. It's ready to go whenever you want to. Another benefit is once you've made your different foods, you can freeze them, you can refrigerate them, you can store them and eat it as you want. You're not losing any THC while it's in the freezer. Okay. The biggest difference between what we're doing with the herb cooker and this is this. We're not using green goop with plant material inside. Okay. By the way, I understand we're up to 197 Instagram followers. Oh my God, where did you guys come from? Thank you, thank you, thank you. We can't believe that many people out there that love us already. We are looking forward to getting out there into the market and showing people. Next week, we're going to have the herb cooker on sale in the first dispensary for us, Taft Highway Collective in Bakersfield, California. So we're really excited to be getting those on the shelves. For those of you in Central California, you can pick your herb cooker up right there. We have t-shirts available. We have the pestle. We have stickers. We have glycerin refills. We also have replacement pieces for the stoneware infusion bowl, for the aluminum bowl at theherbcooker.com.
Remember, one of those awesome t-shirts right now.
You can wear one of these rockin' awesome t-shirts. Check this out, okay? The herb cooker. Come on, get your own herb cooker. Show us some love. Show us some support. And here, you even get a sticker, okay? Plastics everywhere. We love it. We're doing the best we can as a startup to get the word out on a product that people don't know they need yet until you've tried it. We know there's 8 or 9 of you out there today that are making the snack mix that just a few weeks ago never thought that you needed an herb cooker. And now that you've made the banana bread, now that you've made the guacamole, by the way, I heard from someone who made our Spanish tortilla and said, oh my God, it was the easiest thing in the world to make. So we're really happy to hear about those things. We like hearing from people that are sleeping better. The herb cooker infusion process is one of the simplest things you'll ever do in the cannabis market, in the cannabis world. It's the process of the future. We tell people every day it really is a revolutionary product. There's no odor in the house. We're not having to stick our cannabis or our weed in the oven first. We know what the THC percentage is, so we know how strong our edibles are. The nice thing is, if you grow your own cannabis at home, you can use your hash, you can use the keef, but once you know how strong that is, you can adjust that for any food, so you can up it. If you know I'm making 36 items, I'll use this much. If I'm only making 12 of them, I'll use this much. But you know how strong it is. You know what the taste is like. You can make your infusion processes in advance. You can store them. You can mix and match different strains if that's what you want to do. Benji, how are we doing on time?
10 minutes.
Oh, cool. Okay. So this is going. The nice thing is, all I smell is snack mix. I don't smell any cannabis odor at all. Okay. If you have a question, if you have a comment, if you have a recipe you'd like to see us infuse, if you're wondering what we're going to be making next week, ask. Okay. If there's a store that you'd like to see us get the herb cooker in, or if you have t-shirts or anything else that you'd like to see us wear on air and promote for you at home, hey, send them our way. We'd love to promote you as well. The big benefit is still, this smells. It smells terrible. This is what canna butter looks like. Okay? Remember, this is what canna butter looks like. This is the same amount as what we have right here. Okay? All we have is the trichomes that have exploded and activated that we're adding to our food. We don't have any bad taste whatsoever. We don't have any odor. We don't have any excess plant material that we're also consuming. All we're consuming are the trichomes of the hash plant, the most medicinal part of the plant. No more canna butter, no more grossness. Freeze it, refrigerate it, enjoy it. Just always ensure that you tell whoever is eating it with you that it's actually infused, please, okay? It's not fun to pull little tricks on people, so don't do anything like that. Just enjoy your herb cooker. Pick up your herb cooker at theherbcooker.com. Go to our Facebook page, facebook.com/theherbcooker. Click on our GoFundMe page and you can order your herb cooker right there. It will go out immediately. Now that we have herb cookers in stock, it's much easier. We cannot thank everybody that's been patient with us as we have built this, as we've learned how to grow, as we've learned how to share how amazing the herb cooker actually is. And we're getting close to stirring.
You could do it right now.
Yeah? Okay. So let's go ahead and give this another stir. This is fun. Okay? This is one of my favorite things. Can everybody tell at home? Alright. So, let's go ahead and pull this out. And let's give this a quick stir. This is wonderful. Okay. Nothing sticking to the bottom. If you've noticed, our Chex Mix is nice and mixed well. Okay. So just smooth it out a little bit. And we only got about half an hour, guys, which is way cool. And we'll be on our way to enjoying one heck of a fun treat. Okay. We made it with Romulan today. Benji, it's your favorite, isn't it?
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah. Romulan is an indica. Indica is awesome for relaxing. This particular strain of Romulan is really good for muscle spasms and for stress. So remember, don't plan on doing a whole lot if you're using a heavy indica like the Romulan is. One benefit of the herb cooker, as always, is you do not have to alter any recipes. Okay, I know some of you are very strict. You follow your recipe, write down 1, 2, 3, step 1, step 2, like that. I like to add in my infusion. Excuse me. If I'm using butter or oil, I like to add it in when I'm adding in the fat. Okay. If not, just go ahead and throw it right into the recipe. With your butter, your sugar, your eggs, that's the best time to add in the infusion process, but you don't have to change the recipe. Where if I'm using a recipe that calls for 1/4 cup of butter, what am I supposed to do with this? Am I supposed to add in less and then I'm not getting the strength, the potency that I want? It gets really confusing. So if I can take away the confusion of not knowing how much to alter my recipe, or what am I doing if I'm making something that doesn't call for butter? Okay, then once again I have to alter the recipe, and I don't want to take the time to do that. I want to enjoy what I like, just like you at home. I know we've heard from people. Zucchini bread, I heard, turned out really well the other day, which is way cool. The fact that someone said, "Oh, I can make zucchini bread with it," and it came out perfect, is wonderful. You can make anything using our hash infusion process with the herb cooker. So don't be afraid. Dosing is simple. The equation comes in our booklet with your THC percentage, so you can quickly and easily calculate the dosage. We hear from so many of you that you just want to sleep at night. Okay? So believe me, you don't have to use a lot of cannabis in here. You want a 18 milligram cookie? That's the easiest thing in the world to do. 10 to 20 milligrams can put most people right to sleep. I know that during the day sometimes all of a sudden it's like, ooh, I'm in a bad mood. I'll eat a little 18 milligram chocolate chip cookie. 20 minutes later, you can't make me mad. And then I'll discover that my elbow doesn't hurt. Or for me, getting old, it's my knee that seems to give me quite a bit of trouble. And when I can eliminate that knee pain, that elbow pain, and I can maintain focus, I'm not sleepy, I'm not taking extra pharmaceuticals, Advil, for example, into my body, ibuprofen, I love it. If I can be all natural, which is exactly what the hash infusion process is, it's all natural, there's no butane, there's no alcohol, and there's no butter, okay? There's no BHO, we're not making any harsh tasting oils. You know, our edible choices in the California market used to be huge, now they're minuscule, and if you discover most of the items out there are made one of two ways. They're either made with oil, and you know, with oil, it's sad because the first half, if you take a drink, the first half tastes exactly like what it's supposed to. And then when you swallow it and you get that oil burn down your throat and you don't remember what you just drank tasted like, it's time for a change. And that's why we have the herb cooker. So that when you eat something or you drink something, it tastes exactly like what it's supposed to. We don't make green products because we're not using canna butter. So our items come out looking exactly like what they're supposed to look like. Once again, quick, easy dosing calculation comes in the booklet. Our booklet should be in any time. We have the herb cooker kits. Those are going out. You can order your very own herb cooker at theherbcooker.com. Pay for it using our GoFundMe. Hey, just out of curiosity, how many of you celebrated 420 out there? Tell us, what did you do? How was your 420? We saw a couple of you at Better Health Group. Thank you for coming down and saying hi to us on 420. Mine was good. The barbecue was great. Thank you very much to the entire staff at Better Health Group for allowing us to come down and promote the herb cooker. We met a lot of great people. Tell us what you did. How was your 420? What would you like to see us infuse next week? We are thinking about either doing chocolate chip cookies or lemon bars. So if you have a suggestion or if you'd like to vote and tell us what you'd like to see us infuse next week, let us know. Either way, we're going to be back on Wednesday, episode 10? 10. We've been able to tell you guys 9 times now how amazing the herb cooker is. And the best part is we're hearing from you guys and you're telling us that it actually works. That it doesn't give you that odor. That you did get the potency that you were looking for. That you tasted the food you were trying to eat for once. And we like that. If you're like what we're doing here, let us know. If you have a comment, I love hearing from them. I even appreciate the private comments. You guys have been awesome about helping me grow and to learn. I know we have a few more minutes before we turn the snack mix one more time. Oh, can I be Trump? Can I hold my water like this? Just kidding. Sorry. Don't mean to upset anybody out there. Oh, hey, if you guys have made something like strawberry shortcake, or we know you guys have made banana bread, or we've heard people made zucchini bread. We know people have made the jam and the guacamole and the Spanish tortilla. Post a picture to Instagram. Give us a tag. Give us a shout out. Hashtag the herb cooker. Okay, tag us in your pictures. Put them on Facebook, Twitter. We don't care. Let people know and give us a shout out, okay? So that we can let more people know the secret to great tasting edibles. And trust us, great tasting edibles do not start with canna butter. They start with hash or keef, the trichomes of the plant. You know, we want to see what you guys have made, plain and simple. We're not professional cooks, okay? You don't have to be a professional cook either. All we're doing is we're taking time-honored, true recipes that with ingredients that you can find in any grocery store in the United States, because we're not masking the taste of something like the canna butter, we don't have to go out and buy expensive things like truffle oil, vanilla bean paste, white chocolate powder. I see all these ingredients and all these recipes of things that, you know, I am not going to go home and make a white chocolate cranberry mousse vanilla bean cookie, okay? And why are they doing that? They're doing it because they're trying to mask the flavors of what they've made it with, either oil or canna butter, okay? You don't have to go to culinary school. You got me right here, okay? Someone who's never been to school, so I'll teach you guys exactly what you need to do. No, I love to cook. I've been fortunate enough to live all over the world. A lot of people have taught me some fun things. In the future, as we get better at doing things like this, we want to make things like chili rellenos, okay? One of my favorite things to do. Another thing that I really, really, really like to make is egg foo young, okay? Chicken egg foo young, one of my favorite things. We'll be infusing that in the future. Try making that with canna butter, okay? I understand we have a vote for lemon bars for next week, which is cool. Are we going to make enchiladas? Is that a suggestion from you, Dakota? Oh, really? Cool. All right. Yeah, we've been thinking about making enchiladas. What kind of enchiladas should we make? Should we make cheese? Should we make pork enchiladas?
I don't know, Kathy. What kind of enchiladas should we make? Let us know in the comments.
Yeah, let us know what kind of enchiladas we should make, because we could do enchiladas. Next week, I guess, we got to vote for lemon bars, guys.
I vote lemon bars.
I love
Yeah,
lemon bars.
Steve said lemon bars.
Ah, Steve. Hey, we appreciate your watching. We know there's others of you out there that watch us.
He said pork lemon bars. Or
Pork.
Pork enchiladas.
Okay. I have to tell you, in all the years that I've been making stuff like this, I have never done that. I have never started off making one thing and ended up making pork lemon bars. Close a couple times, let me tell you, okay? I do remember one time when I poured the 8 grams of hash into something that was supposed to go into 1 gram of hash, and the 1 gram of hash into 8 grams. So we had a nice little night that night. We were making the cream puffs, okay? Cream puffs are bomb. They infuse really well. So yes, all those kind of things we want to do in the future. Our main goal is to show you the basics for cooking and to show you that you can infuse anything with your very own herb cooker. That you don't have to alter a recipe. You don't have to be worried about the smell in your home. The fact that you can take your edibles anywhere, okay? In your backpack, in your purse, in a lunch bag. It doesn't matter, but you can medicate when you want to, how you want to, and there's no one that needs to know what you're doing. We hear from a lot of you that are parents that tell us that, hey, I prefer to medicate naturally, so I like to use cannabis instead of prescription drugs. But with 3 little ones, it's a pain in the neck to run to the garage to try to take a hit of marijuana. Okay? We get that. We're not trying to take away from people that enjoy inhaling cannabis. What we're trying to do is create an alternative for the rest of you out there that don't want the smell. You know, I heard from a lady the other day who told me that I bought the herb cooker because I do use cannabis for my fibromyalgia. And the worst thing is I used to have to inhale and then I'd get dressed in another room before I go out because I didn't want my clothing smelling like cannabis. And she said, now I make snickerdoodles. Snickerdoodles I've been enjoying since I was a little girl, she says. And she takes her little 20 milligram snickerdoodles in her purse and she eats them when she needs them. And I loved it. It's exactly what we're here to do, which is to make your life easier. I don't have kids, but I can't imagine having to run to the garage while I got 3 little kids because I want to consume my medicine. So then your options are what? More prescription medications? If we can get you off of just one, if we can make you feel better naturally, then we've achieved our goal, okay? We want to get in our herb cooker into the hands of millions of you that can benefit from an all-natural process that doesn't use alcohol, that doesn't use butane or BHO, that doesn't use canna butter, that doesn't alter any recipes. How am I doing on my time there, Benji?
Yep, you can mix it.
Okay, so I'm going to mix this up real fast. We got one more time to go. We've been thinking about fun little campaigns, just like we're asking you guys whether we should make lemon bars or chocolate chip cookies next week. We would like to get our herb cooker into the hands of Betty White or Steve Marr. So if any of you have a suggestion or think that it would be a fun idea to see what we could do about actually getting Betty White, can you imagine? She loves edibles, okay? Let's see if we can't get our herb cooker into her hands. So we have our snack mix. Once again, I open up the oven, and the only thing that I smell is the snack mix. I do not smell any cannabis whatsoever. And I like that. I want this to be as socially acceptable and as best tasting as possible. Because we tell everybody every day, taste matters. Why do we tell you? Because it does. We don't want you making an edible that's leaching canna butter out of the bottom of the packaging that you put it into, where your hands are all gross, it tastes terrible, you have to drink glassfuls of milk to try to get something down. Who wants to do that? I want to reach in, I want to eat a cookie, I want to take a bite of snack mix, and I want it to taste like what it's supposed to. And I want to know that within 20 to 40 minutes, I'm going to feel exactly the way I intended to feel. And I know that there has to be enough people just like me out there that can benefit from the herb cooker.
I mean, Martha Stewart can't infuse her make her infusion and then infuse her food in an hour show. I mean, maybe a 24-hour show.
Maybe, but definitely you're right. Exactly. Can of butter takes forever. Okay? And even if you've made the stuff in advance, you still taste and smell the can of butter. I don't want to do it. Okay? So, we're putting this in for our final 15 minutes. The herb cooker kitchen smells exactly like Chex Mix, snack mix. It does not smell like can of butter whatsoever. So we'll get this in for our final 15 minutes. So people have asked me, suggested lemon bars. I love lemon bars. Lemon bars are an easy, fun thing to medicate. And I'm going to tell you, THC loves fat. So if we can get that THC into our shortbread crust, you're really going to feel and taste the difference. They're amazing. They're easy to make. Anybody can make them. We have a fantastic recipe. We'll get that up on Monday for everybody. If you have other things that you'd like to see us infuse in the future, leave us some feedback. If you have a suggestion, ask. Okay? We really appreciate all the questions that people ask. It was such a good question that us being so close to the herb cooker don't think about is why can't I just use any old pot at home to do that? Because we tried. Oh my God, did we try? We tried every pot out there and discovered that the only thing that was going to give us the even heat that we needed was an aluminum-based bowl, right? So then you think about it. Where do you go get an aluminum-based bowl? Well, first thing you do is you go online, and then you get all this stuff sent from China. And oh my God, it was awful. It looked terrible. It changed color, and most of it was so cheaply made that it would warp the pan the first time we used it. And if we're going to be using heat on a regular basis with the herb cooker, because these herb cookers, we've used these probably hundreds of times, and they have not changed shape. They haven't bent. They continuously provide an even heat, which is what we're looking for. And we're using the insert for two reasons. First of all, to get our stoneware infusion bowl out of the pot, and number two, so that we can retain as much heat inside our aluminum-based pot as possible. And that's exactly what we're doing here. Even hot heat is the key to the herb cooker's success. The nice thing is, you just put it on the stove top for 14 minutes and you walk away and you start preparing the rest of the food. Because in 14 minutes, it's going to be activated. It's ready to put into whatever you're making. You don't have to stress. You don't have to worry about what you're doing. You don't have to do a calculation in your recipe. You don't have to alter the recipe. You just put it right in. And once again, it tastes good. It's not smelly. Taste matters. I like to taste what I'm eating. And I don't want a mouthful of weed, okay? We like hearing from the people that we help that have discovered that they can sleep using edibles, or that they can feel better, or that they can be productive during the day. Because you hear from so many people, oh no, cannabis just makes you lazy. No, it's strains. And the different strains, if you've noticed, we try to use different strains every week on our show. I can't believe we've already had this many episodes. It's getting to be a lot of fun telling you about this, but we want you to know that you have to educate yourself on strains. And what do I mean by that? It's a dumb analogy, but if I go to Walgreens, for example, I can buy so many different pain relievers. I can buy Tylenol PM for nighttime. I can buy Tylenol for daytime. I can buy gel caps. You can buy Excedrin for headaches. There's all these different pain relievers out there. Well, cannabis is the exact same way. Gone are the days when you just bought something and it was green and you smoked it and that was it. When we say strains, we mean that each strain is different and each strain has a purpose. Okay? So we talked about the Romulan today. Romulan is an indica. It's great for less activity. It's perfect for relieving stress. The Romulan's excellent for muscle spasms, as an example. We look at Blue Dream as an example, which is outstanding for daytime. Okay, it's when you have to do things. It's wonderful for headaches. So if you suffer from migraines, Blue Dream not only helps you with your migraines, but it's going to keep you focused. It's going to keep you active during the day so that you can accomplish what you set out to do. That you're not stuck on the sofa like if you consumed your Romulan. Okay. Another fantastic strain out there is, don't laugh, for those of you that are not familiar with cannabis, but it's called green crack. Don't worry. It's a fun super sativa. It's excellent for outdoor activities. So if you want to get out there, but you're suffering from some pain, but you want to golf, you want to play football, you want to play soccer, you just want to play some tennis, you just want to go for a walk, okay? Green crack is really good for things like that. Blackberry Kush. If you are in pain, I'm going to tell you, you want to really look for your strains like blackberry. They're wonderful for stress. They're perfect, ideal for pain. They're beautiful for sleeping. And the nice thing is, using the hash, people always comment that, hey, once my high was over, it's just gone. You know what I mean? Where sometimes with smoking or inhaling your cannabis, it seems like afterwards you're a little, just still a little. But with the hash, it tends to just go away. Blackberry, in addition, is also excellent for loss of appetite. So for those of you out there that really do need to have an appetite, if you're going through different cancer treatments and you're just unable to eat the way you need to, items like the indicas like blackberry are really good for loss of appetite. How are we doing on our time for our snack mix?
10 minutes.
Okay, so we have just a few minutes. We're going to pull that out. Remember, go to facebook.com/theherbcooker. GoFundMe is our current payment system. I know it's crazy, but this is 2018, as you know. Even as recreational and medicinal cannabis becomes more popular, there are certain parts of elements of our government right now who are unhappy that people are discovering the medicinal benefits of the cannabis plant and are making things a little difficult, even though we do not sell any type of cannabis, okay, or cannabis product. We are considered paraphernalia. So we've been having a little bit of a difficult time with our merchant accounts, which delayed some shipments. That's delayed a few other things for us as well, believe us. But we set up the GoFundMe so you can make your payments right there. We receive your full information. We can ship out a kit. It's only temporary, but we want to get our kits into your hands. So feel free to head over to facebook.com/theherbcooker, or you can go to theherbcooker.com and you can mail us a check. Okay? We'll take them either way. You can pick up a shirt. You can reorder vegetable glycerin right there on the website. Just let us know what you need. I love our shirts. We'll be getting some more shirts soon. We're going to be getting some different shirts. If you have a business shirt that you'd like to see us wear on the air, hey, throw us one. We'll promote you guys, no problem. It's all about helping each other out. So let's go ahead and we're about ready on the snack mix, right?
Yeah.
Okay. A portion of proceeds from every sale go to benefit the center in San Diego. It helps LGBT youth who have fostered out of the foster care system. Really worthwhile cause. Hey, if you think you need edibles for some stress, well, can you imagine what those poor kids are going through? So we're here to help you guys. We want to help as many people as we can. It's not all about the money. It's doing right. It's making you feel better, allowing you to sleep, allowing you to medicate when you want to in any social situation without the smell. You don't have to worry about running to the garage. You can be at the movies and you can still medicate. You can still consume your cannabis. Any social situation. So let's check this out. Oh yeah. So, all we did today was 3 cups of corn checks, 3 cups of rice checks, 3 cups of wheat checks, 1 cup of mixed nuts, 1 cup of bite-sized pretzels. We just broke our pretzels in half. And we used a cup of bagel rye chips today. 6 tablespoons of butter. We melted it right inside the stoneware infusion bowl, along with our Worcestershire sauce, our tablespoon and a half of garlic salt, our garlic powder, our onion powder. The recipe's in your booklet coming out and is on the website for promoting the show for this week. We're going to go ahead and give this a quick stir. Now, once this comes out, you're going to want to let this sit for 15 minutes. But this is what your snack mix will look like. It's not soggy. And, taste does matter. You can pre-order your very own herb cooker at theherbcooker.com. I appreciate you joining us this week so we could show you how you can make something as simple as snack mix. Just took us an hour and 18 minutes from start to finish, from the time we put our hash infusion process in till the time we melted our butter and got everything set up. Excuse me. We enjoy having you come on and watch us to work with us as we learn as a startup how we can get the herb cooker into the hands of millions of people who really need the herb cooker. Go to facebook.com/theherbcooker. Go to our GoFundMe page. $1 in $28.50 get you a primary kit. It includes shipping. You can pre-order products at theherbcooker.com. As always, if you like what we're doing or you have a suggestion or a recipe, let us know. We love your feedback. We love your comments. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Dakota's fiercely writing me a note. And we just want everybody to know that there's no odor in this herb cooker kitchen.
And remember to vote for chocolate chip cookies or lemon bars next week.
Oh yeah, let us know by Monday. Which do you want us to make? We would love to get your feedback on whether we're making chocolate chip cookies or lemon bars next week. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, please. Tell your friends. Tell them to quit using nasty can butter and start using hash. Just the natural trichomes off the plant. Thank you very much for tuning in today. You too can enjoy some beautiful snack mix. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. See you guys next week. And remember, taste matters. That's good.
Oh yeah.
That's good. Taste does matter. I want us to chant. Taste matters, taste matters, taste matters.
No.
Give me a T. No.
No.
Are we up there? What were you trying to tell me?
I said it was a good show, and it's still kind of.
Oh, we're on air?
Are we?
Oh, hi guys. Remember, Facebook.com/herbcooker. Benji, don't burn yourself. Okay? You know what we're going to be doing the rest of the day? We're going to be enjoying some snack mix. Hey, I'm going to a birthday party May 25th. I wonder what happened if I brought some snack mix and didn't tell anybody. Never do that, guys, okay? Always, 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 whatever you do, keep it out of the reach of children and pets and tell anyone, okay? It's not a fun trick to play on anybody. And I'm going to go ahead and shut my oven off. There we go.
If you're looking for a new way to consume cannabis and are tired of going from store to store trying to find edibles that you even like, quit wasting your time. Get the Herb Cooker. The Herb Cooker is a great way to make your own tasty edibles. It's easy to use and nothing to plug in. The Herb Cooker activates your THC using hash or kief in 20 minutes or less. With the Herb Cooker, make your own edibles at home like a pro. Order your amazing Herb Cooker now. Go to theherbcooker.com, where taste matters.